Hey there, fellow readers, Mrs. Weidman here, and today we're going to be talking about the young adult science fiction book, The Things We Miss by Leah Stecher. And this book is kind of a weird hybrid because it's about a girl, and her name is JP, and JP is just starting 7th grade, so she's a middle schooler, and she really hates middle school. Because middle school is hard, middle school is difficult, and JP unfortunately has never really felt at home in her body. She's never really felt at home, and she's really just struggling to fit in and make friends and do and say the right things. And so middle school is hard. It's really hard for JP. But then one day, JP decides she's going to go to her safe place. She's going to go to the treehouse that's in her neighbor's backyard, but it's kind of behind her house, and they don't really care that JP goes, and that's her chill spot because their kids are older and have moved out. And in this treehouse, JP truly feels like she can kind of think, she can gather her thoughts, and she can just kind of refocus on who it is that she wants to be. Well, one day when she's up in this treehouse, there's this painting that the mom did. It's of Alice in Wonderland, and then all of a sudden one of the doors starts to kind of shimmer, and JP's like, well, that's weird, let's go touch it. And when she touches it, right, she actually finds herself suddenly 3 days in the future. And she doesn't remember anything that happened in those 3 days. However, somebody JP-like-esque was there going through the motions. So JP wasn't missing. She was just kind of like a zombified robot version of herself that she now doesn't have to remember or relive those terrible, awkward moments that happen. And at first, JP is like, wow, this is going to be like a super cool science experiment. Basically just found out a way to time travel. Cool. Right. However, as 7th grade progresses and as things kind of get harder and more awkward, JP's like, hey, maybe I should just use this to forget about PE fitness tests, or to not have to do this book report in front of the whole class, or to just not have to deal with this girl that keeps badgering me day after day after day. However, as JP kind of keeps using this treehouse, right, she starts to notice that some things in her life sort of fall through the cracks, like her and her best friend aren't as close anymore, and she's missing conversations with her mom, and so she starts to wonder, hey, is doing this, right, is skipping forward 3 days a lot in middle school well and truly worth it? I will say that I did enjoy reading this book. However, in the end, I didn't love it because the decisions that JP makes are so real and so painful, right, to just look back on and be like, wait, maybe think this through before you do this thing that you're going to do. Right, so this is a great next read for anybody that's just interested in a realistic fiction book about middle school that's got a little bit of time travel in it, or anybody that just wants to hear a kind of heartbreaking but true book, right, about what people in middle school today go through. I look forward to seeing you all online soon. Bye!